Alright, so as I roll into the farm at a skosh after 6 on a Wednesday morning, I done did a couple things this morning, as I always do. I done some things as normal. I prayed, and then I was like, you know what, I ain't checked YouTube for a couple days, so let alone upload videos. So I done that, and I seen the most heart-wrenching thing. The words, "yet another fire." I'm like, oh my goodness. I know whose equipment it was. This guy just can't win this year, and I will explain more in a moment. All right, so I told you I'd be back, and yeah. So what had happened was on this gentleman's baler. Well, I'll just go ahead and say whose baler it was. It was West Pandy's baler. Lives out in New Jersey. I think it's Frenchtown, New Jersey. And anywho, and so what had happened was he has a Krone big pack. I think it's a 1280, 1290 big pack baler. The 3x4s. 3x4s, 4x4s. I don't exactly know the dimensions, but it's the big baler. Okay. Green and tan. Okay. What had happened was he let the thing at a park overnight, hooked to his tractor. Okay, yeah, it's fine at a park. So, kids, it's got a lever here. It's got a lever down here on the side. I mean, you talking the flywheel about like that big around and about that thick, if not thicker. And there's a brake, okay? There's a handle. You pull the handle down for a brake. That keeps this flywheel from stopping, because yes, even though this is a idiot block baler, it's got enough resistance on the flywheel to keep the flywheel from moving. Now that big pack baler that he's got, like if you're working on the feeder house, which on them, the feeder house is directly underneath the baler because it's an inline. You got to have some way to keep that flywheel stopped if you're working on it. Basically, once you get, if that thing turns, I'm guessing like 2, maybe 3, 4 revolutions on its own, you're done. There ain't no getting that thing stopped just by, momentum or gravity. It's gonna keep going and going and going, just because of the sheer size of the thing. And it's gonna take a very, very long time to get the thing shut off. So that is why Krone implemented a brake, a flywheel brake. Okay, you pull that handle down, that implements a brake, so you can work on the feeder house or the back end of the baler safely without getting hurt. Which, that's a really, really good idea. You just don't need them on small balers. But so anywho, they doinked with his baler, and yeah, the field was on fire and everything. His wife got done baling before she realized what happened. The first field was fine that she done, she said, and moved on to the second field, made a pass with the baler, boom, it goes up in smoke. So that tells me that it takes a lot of force against that brake to smoke that thing, start a fire, and then boom, it goes up in smoke. I'm just saying. Guys, people suck. Those that don't give a you-know-what about farming, they just they suck. They really, really suck. I mean, who would have thought that letting the thing by a park overnight, you know, I sure never would have thought the kids would have doinked with my baler or tractor or something to, you know, stuff happens. It can be replaced. We're just thankful that it wasn't a life, because a life worth losing is a lot worse, especially when you don't know Jesus Christ. Let me just put it that way. And there's part of me that knows where he's coming from with, you know, this whole, you know, putting the thing by where, you know, a lit up area, where a well-traveled area. But me, I would put the thing up by a house or something. I don't know, maybe there wasn't a house he could put the thing up by. Gosh darn, the tire's flat, isn't it? No, it just looks funny. But anywho, you know, I feel bad for him because he just had a tractor burn. His first tractor was the 7410, and then his chrome baler burnt because kids were stupid and, you know, had to go and doink with the thing. At least it wasn't like his Ford L8000. If you guys remember that, it was the one, his flatbed truck, his hay hauling truck. Kids got in it, released a park brake, down a hill it went, and bye-bye truck. He had to get a whole new hood. I don't think the cab got hurt, just a hood and a bumper, but still, it's like, come on. People just, they suck. I'm just gonna put it that way, as nice and plain as I can, without any curse words. People suck. They do. I got nothing more to say. You know, we work so darn hard for our equipment. You know, yep, we work so darn hard for our equipment, and then people just think that they can go have fun, do whatever they want, smash windows, pull levers, that they don't know what they're doing. Yeah. Why? People got nothing better to do with their time, I guess.